There are those who say that travelling is the very essence of the journey itself, and if you agree with that philosophy, well, I'm sure today's test will truly captivate you. The concept of a shuttle or explorer yacht isn't just about a specific type of vessel, it's a real philosophy.
Che, come tutte le filosofie, viene esposta da un primo pensatore.
Like all philosophies, it starts with a pioneering thinker, and then it's reinterpreted by those who follow, shaping new paradigms so that the original idea can live on, forever evolving, never quite the same. And that's exactly what happened with this boat, when Cantieri del Pardo decided to offer its own take on the long-range cruising segment, starting from what already existed and arriving at something entirely unique. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to take you on board today as we set sail on the all-new Pardo E72. This is the concept of endurance, interpreted the Pardo way. Welcome aboard. This is The Boat Show. At the stern, a large swim platform doubles as a tender lift, making it easy to launch and retrieve a dinghy, which can be stored in the aft garage and measures up to 3.99 metres. And if that's not enough space, once the hatch is closed, the platform can also accommodate an additional jet ski. Access to the cockpit is via two side stairways. They're admittedly a bit steep, but once you reach the main deck, well, I'll let you decide how it feels at first glance. The design by Burdisso Capone Studio, in collaboration with Cantieri del Pardo, was driven by clear intention to redefine the relationship between the interior and exterior spaces. And indeed, at first glance, it's almost hard to tell where one ends and the other begins. It's not just about the boundary between inside and outside, but between the boat and the sea itself. A key element in this interplay of volumes is undoubtedly represented by the two electro-hydraulic terraces on the side decks. Proportionally, these are the largest ever designed in this category of yachts, each stretching 7.5 metres long on a 22-metre hull. The proportions are simply stunning, effectively doubling the usable cockpit area from 30 square metres to an impressive 60, considering only the exterior surface. And it's all thanks to this extension, from here all the way to there. A sofa, rich in stylistic detail yet understated in overall design, runs along the starboard bulwark, reaching the forward end of the salon. Opposite is the helm station, defined by its sharp, distinctive design. Amid the clean, minimal lines, you can clearly spot influences from the latest automotive trends, all reinterpreted, like everything else on this boat, with a distinctively Italian flair. The rest of the space is devoted to a large fixed oval dining table and a beautiful sea view galley. The stylistic choice to prioritise outdoor living over vast interior volumes is also evident at the bow. Looking at the yacht's overall lines, you can clearly see that the superstructure was deliberately kept from extending too far forward, in favour of creating a true open-air piazza at the bow, featuring a large forward-facing bench, a convertible central sunpad, and a more private, intimate lounge area at the very tip of the foredeck. The Flybridge is one of the most versatile areas on the entire yacht. In addition to a second helm station and a teak dining table surrounded by seating, it can be configured with a wet bar or second outdoor galley and a sun lounge sofa on the aft end. Or as in this case, you can opt for freestanding furniture, fully tailored to the owner's preferences. Responding to demands from the American market, an optional large carbon fibre hardtop is available, featuring a slatted roof that opens almost entirely, covering this entire area. Below deck, the lower deck is divided into 3 distinct areas to ensure the maximum level of privacy for both the owner and guests. Forward, via a dedicated staircase, you'll find 2 twin guest cabins, each with its own ensuite bathroom and separate shower. Amidships, a separate private access leads to 2 more cabins. The VIP cabin, located along the starboard side, includes a spacious ensuite bathroom with separate shower, offering comfort and privacy worthy of its name. Then we have the second cabin, but certainly not second in importance, the majestic owner's suite. Attention to detail, refined finishes and a subtle, understated sense of luxury allow this space to truly shine in all its breadth. Positioned amidships and full beam, the suite opens with a small corridor that wraps around a vanity or desk area, complete with pop-up TV, and leads into a centrally positioned double bed. Along the starboard side, a custom-built bench is set just below the spectacular sea view window. To port, the ensuite bathroom is beautifully divided into 3 separate areas. The toilet, a spacious shower, and central twin basins, offering functionality without compromising elegance. The third of the 3 distinct interior zones is the crew quarters, and here aboard the E72 it's definitely worth mentioning. Access is forward, and although the staircase is quite steep, take a look. This is a truly comfortable space. Well done, Cantieri del Pardo. You've earned the extra points here because you clearly understand that a happy crew means a happy cruise. And speaking of cruising, it's time for us to go out to sea as well.
Oggi è stata una giornata davvero stupenda fino ad ora, solo che si sono già fatte...
Today's been a wonderful day so far, and although it's already 8:15 p.m, that's not exactly late for a boat like this.
Il nome Endurance 72 già dice tanto.
The name Endurance 72 already tells you a lot about what kind of yacht this is. Built to cruise long and far, and perfectly suited for night navigation.
Stiamo andando adesso a 10 nodi, 1150.
Right now, we're cruising at 10 knots, with engines turning at 1,150 RPM. Fuel consumption is 51 litres per hour. Today, at the stern, we have 2 Volvo Penta IPS D13 1350s, the most powerful version available on this model, offering a total output of 2,000 horsepower. The entry-level version still uses D13 IPS units, but the 1050s with 2 800 horsepower engines for a total of 1,600 horsepower. An intermediate engine option would be the Volvo Penta IPS D13 1200s, offering a combined 1,800 horsepower. It's clear this Pardo is equipped with IPS drives, which means excellent manoeuvrability, both at low speeds and while cruising. But it doesn't just have IPS. It was also specifically optimized in hull shape to perform at its best with this type of propulsion. How exactly? Let me explain.
The
geometry of the chines along the entire keel has been crafted with a reverse angle, which significantly improves stability in turns and enhances lift during planing.
Intanto mi porto alla velocità di 12 nodi, che è esattamente la velocità.
Let me now bring her up to 12 knots, which is the speed estimated by the shipyard as the eco speed, that sweet spot where speed and fuel consumption reach an optimal balance.
1400
At 1,400 RPM, we're burning 96 litres per hour.
Facendo un veloce calcolo, sapendo che a bordo posso caricare fino a 6.000 litri di carburante, in questa andatura posso
Doing a quick calculation, with 6,000 litres of fuel on board, At this cruising speed, we could go for 61 hours, which translates to a range of roughly 750 nautical miles on a full tank.
50 miglia. Ma ne vorreste fare di più?
Want to go even further? Easy. Just reduce your speed to 10 knots. At 1,180 RPM, you'll burn only 54 litres per hour. Same math, this gives you a range of 1,110 nautical miles. I'd say that's more than enough, wouldn't you?
Porta i motori ad un carico.
Now I'm pushing the engines to 75% load, that's 20 knots, at 2,170 RPM with an instantaneous consumption of 285 litres per hour.
L'assetto, dai 10 nodi di prima ad
From the 10 knots earlier to this current speed, nearly 20 knots, the trim hasn't changed noticeably. The hull's angle of attack on the waves remains virtually the same. That's thanks to a few smart engineering choices.
Beh, prima di tutto il baricentro, che è abbastanza appruato. E poi il
First of all, the centre of gravity is positioned slightly forward, and then there's the hull design, which remains deep until midship before gradually rising toward the stern. This helps reduce drag, improving hydrodynamics, and ensures optimal wave penetration in virtually any sea condition.
abbatto a sinistra.
Now I'm turning to port and picking up the pace.
La velocità aumenta a 20.
We're now reaching 22.5 knots.
Il grado di sbandamento interno è
And the
davvero
internal heel is minimal, remarkably comfortable, I must say.
È vero che il mare si sta increspando, ma voglio
The sea is starting to get choppy, but I'm actually looking for sharper waves, just to see how the hull behaves in rougher conditions.
Ok, provo anche addirittura a diminuire la velocità.
I'll even try slowing down a bit to increase the amount of water mass we're displacing.
Diminuendo la velocità, però, ho scoperto una cosa molto interessante.
As I reduced speed, I discovered something really interesting, something I hadn't noticed before. Below 10 knots, the heel shifts from the inside of the turn to the outside. I believe that's due to the lift generated by the reverse angled tines. Fascinating.
È interessante questo. Beh, intanto che vi dicevo questo.
Well, just as I was saying that, we hit our first real waves. Did you feel anything? I barely noticed a thing. Wonderful.
Meraviglioso. Bene, adesso però.
But now, there's one more thing I want to check. How much does she consume at maximum engine RPM? Let's go full throttle.
(2470 giri minuto. Per un
We're hitting 2,470 RPM with a fuel consumption of 378 litres per hour. Speed? We reached 25.7 knots. Not bad at all, I'd say. And just think, during testing with various load conditions on board, the yard actually managed to push her up to 27.4 knots.
Ma questo non è il modo di andare con questo tipo di imbarcazione. No, perché i trawler in generale.
But let's be honest, that's not the way you cruise on a yacht like this. Because trawlers in general, and the Pardo Endurance 72 in particular, are boats that make you want to travel. And truth be told, right now I feel that exact pull, the urge to leave the shore behind, to head for the open blue and just keep cruising for hours, for days, and beyond.